Hi, I'm Buzz Lightouch. Who are you?
I'm Woody, and you're in my spot. I'm Dominique's favorite sex toy.
Oh, really? Move over, buddy. You're about to be replaced by the real thing. What? Can't you see? I'm the real deal.
Ooh.
And that's just foreplay.
We ready to roll?
Broadcasting live from the internet, it's Tuesday night, and this is the Panels on Pages podcast.
Big boys playing with big toys.
This is quality content.
The boomers are into it.
Hey man, I just show up.
With your hosts, Lee Rodriguez.
I am a visionary. Like, oh, you have a podcast? I'm like, no, that's not me. That's somebody else.
Jason Nyes.
Yeah, sure. I'm not getting any vegetables in my diet. I'm just a thick boy.
Jose Guzman.
Is Jose on the show tonight?
He says he's coming.
It's like Elton John all over again, just minus the death threats.
Kelly Harris.
Reach your hand in your pants there, big boy. That's not me. I don't sound like that anymore.
And our good buddy Mahoney.
And Mahoney's here. What's up, Mahoney?
We can do just glorious, wonderful things on our phones, people.
No one's ever done anything like this before.
It's gonna be massive.
It's going to be great. I mean, obviously, I think it'll be great.
And it's all killer, no filler.
My seat's on fire! Your dick's so hot!
Come on. It's so good. It's pretty good. It's there. It's reliable. You know what you're getting every single time.
Man, I'm so glad you found us.
You're all terrible people, and I'm glad you're my friend.
Put that in the intro.
That's really funny.
Over 500 episodes, and you'd think they'd have the hang of it by now.
It seems like the concept that would run its course very quickly. What's happening, everybody? Today is Tuesday, August 2nd, 2022. I feel like July was 17 years long. Longest month of my fucking life. This is episode number 603 of the Panels on Pages podcast. I am your host, the Lord Reverend Lee Rodriguez. Joining us tonight, we got Mr. Jason Nyes.
Oh, cookie puss.
Jose Guzman.
The whole thing's double fuck.
Kelly Harris.
I did not watch a snuff film.
Hey, all right. And our good buddy Mahoney. The gang's all here tonight.
We're all back, Lee, and fantasy football is back, and we're ready to tell you all about the draft.
That can't be true. That's not true, right?
Yeah, no, we did the draft over the weekend.
Oh, shit. How'd I do?
All right.
Hit the music.
Did I get Deshaun Watson?
Perfect. You took, what's his name? McCaffrey.
Fuck!
That might not be a bad move. I don't know, man. Risky picks.
Love McCaffrey.
Well, sorry, Lee. Nice took him.
Damn. It's a real bummer.
Don't forget that Kelly has been banished from our fantasy football league. So
I
Yeah, Lee,
recently
I got exiled.
remembered
You
that.
can have my team.
What happened?
I got exiled. You can have my team.
when he lost
Oh.
last year, Kelly lost, and myself and I, threw him out of the league in exile and shame.
Mahoney goes by they, them pronouns now.
Yeah.
I saw a
Question,
list
question,
today of
question.
fantasy football punishments, and one of them was that the loser was going to have to get a round of chemo.
Oh my god. That's horrendous. That's not. No, I quit the league.
Fucked up.
Yeah. That
Like,
is
Chemo's
fucking-
not cheap.
No.
Yeah, but who
neither
the
is
fuck's
losing.
like, you can't just walk in and be like, "Yo, let me
Yeah.
get a hit of chemo."
Right. What fucking doctor is going to be like, all right, I guess it's your fantasy football league.
Dun-dun-dun, dun-dun-dun.
Jesus.
Now, see, the way you do it, right, you can do that, right? You just got to go onto WebMD. You got to search the doctors in your area,
Yeah.
and you got to sort by the stars least first.
Yeah.
That's how you find the guy.
You find the
He's gonna give
doctors
you
giving out horse
chemo.
medicine, and they'll let you have chemo as a punishment.
A little horse medicine as a treat, a little chemo as a punishment.
Well, yeah. How about that? How about the loser fucking takes ketamine?
Oh my god, ketamine.
I wasn't sure where. I thought you were like the loser has to touch a horse.
No, yeah, but trust me, losing fantasy football and taking ketamine once, or jumping into chemo for a round, I think the ketamine you'll be all right. Just don't enjoy it.
All right. Well, you heard it here first, folks. Loser has to take ketamine.
We were joking about ivermectin, and Jose's like, ketamine. Motherfucker, we've seen people on ketamine.
Oh my god.
You ran
I won't
into
tell
him?
it on air. I will not. No, I will not tell it on air.
So everybody just hold tight for 2 hours.
That is.
And imagine what we talk about after the show.
That is probably the darkest event I've been a part of in my entire life.
Have we never told this story on the air?
I don't want to tell it on the air.
I don't remember hearing it.
I feel like this.
It's okay, Jose. We're not live.
Yeah. Nice. If he doesn't want to tell it, I think you should tell it.
No.
He says no. He says no.
Okay,
no,
what
right.
about
I'll tell you after the show, but I don't want to. I don't really want to.
I would. You know me, Mr. Loose Lips. I'm sure I've probably blabbed this story on the show before.
Man, I don't know, man. It's dark.
It's
I don't know, I
definitely.
think you should tell us, and we can tell you if you said it or not.
It was a funny, fucked up story there for a little bit, but then it got a lot more fucked up as the years went on.
Oh my god! All right.
No, it's real fucked up.
So stay tuned.
Tell us about
Subscribe to
your
our Patreon where you get to listen to the post show.
Our comedy podcast. Yay!
I'm also trying not to incriminate us on air.
Well, that's why you use fake names.
Motherfucker, well, I don't know their fucking names. This shit was 20 years ago. I think the statute of limitations has run out.
Yeah, so tell us what happened to Jimbo and Zumba.
No.
Rascal and Varmint.
Yeah.
No, move on.
Okay.
I'll tell you.
Move on.
Okay.
I bet at least one, if not both of them, is on ketamine. They're probably wrestling over it in the hallway like they did the Yoo-hoo.
They're still at the school.
Yeah. Somebody throws a
they're
baggie of
janitors?
ketamine.
I bet they're
Probably.
janitors
Live in the
at
walls.
school now. Yeah.
I bet they're janitors, but like they're not on the payroll. They're just
Yeah.
kind of there cleaning up.
Every once in a while, they teach a kid a lesson.
Yeah.
Just rolling yoo-hoos down the hallway.
Lessons were taught that night. Trust me.
Holy shit.
Lots of lessons.
God,
Life
let's finish
lessons.
this show so we can turn the recording off and tell you guys this story.
All right, let's talk about comics.
Okay. All right. Talk to you guys next week, everybody. No. Let's see. What did I do? I watched a bunch of movies over the weekend.
Preach.
That was kind of fun.
Every time we talk about the movies on this show and I comment how I love going to the movies, the next day Mary's like, you know what? We should go see more movies.
Movies are good.
So I love the
Well,
movies.
that's love because she hates going to the movies.
She does.
After this last one, I thought, because I went to see a movie at a Regal on an AMC on Friday, and then I saw a movie at a Regal on Sunday. And the Regal doesn't have the fucking Nicole Kidman thing, so it was a better experience just by its very nature. And so I thought to myself, this is it. This is what's going to make me start a change.org petition. Be like, I'm going to change.org to get that fucking nonsense taken off of AMC screens.
Lee, can I tell you something that I think you're really going to enjoy to hear?
What's that?
The youths, the TikTok youth, they've embraced the Nicole Kidman thing, and they enjoy it.
Oh, come on. It's so fucking... It's horrible.
I still
like
haven't
it.
seen it.
I've been sitting here for 30 minutes watching bullshit, and it's like, all right, here comes the movie. Oh, wait, no. I got to wait another couple minutes so this fucking Moira Rose sounding asshole can tell me about how magical movies are. It's like, we're here. I hate it so much.
It's supposed to get you
Hoodles.
hyped, man.
And then when you saw Top Gun, you had to wait for Tom Cruise to do the same thing because he's like, the fuck if my ex-wife's going to be the last thing you hear.
Is that still in the theaters? Ooh, we should see that next.
Top Gun is still in the theaters.
Yeah,
Top
pretty
Gun
good,
is
man.
the
Let's see
highest
that-
grossing movie of the year.
Let's see that next season.
I believe it.
I mean, what else really competed? You got Thor.
Multiverse
Doctor
of
Strange.
Madness. Yeah.
It's just a big.
Yeah, but the
Big
Doctor Stranges, they don't break
fucking-
the bank.
It's a big feel good America rules movie. Of course,
Yeah, it was a good time.
Yeah, maybe that's what the country needed right now. Who knows?
And it has the best Taylor Swift meme after Taylor Swift got outed as using her private jet too much. And somebody took the picture of Maverick from the new movie where he's going like Mach 75 and his face looks like it's going to rip off. And it's
Yeah.
like Taylor Swift when she forgot milk at the grocery store.
What the fuck?
Oh, I think I saw that. I'm like, I don't get this.
Well, there you go.
Her jet too much and people are mad.
Yeah. So okay, Jose, you're going to like this. Because
Using
there's a
too much
conspiracy
gas.
to this whole thing.
I
There's a
don't think I
conspiracy
will.
to this whole thing, right? So, Kylie Jenner posts a picture. I don't know who Kylie Jenner is dating or married to or whatever. I have no idea.
Isn't it Tyga?
Travis Scott. No, it used to be Tyga. Lisa tells me it's Travis Scott.
Okay.
Kylie Jenner
Yeah,
posted a
you
picture on
want to
Instagram.
talk about a good meme? The one with fucking those two and Megan Fox and hers, and it says, "What happens when you let the cooks date the waitresses?"
So, Kylie Jenner posts a picture of her and Travis Scott standing next to two private jets, and it says, "Should we take yours or mine?" Right? And then, so people, because, you know, celebrities, anytime you do anything, people are like, man, fuck this celebrity. They start looking into it. They find out that Kylie Jenner is taking like 15-mile flights. So, like, 30 minutes of sitting in the car, but she can do it in like 7 minutes in the air. So she's like flying like 15 miles in her private jet. And people are like, well, that's not great for the environment to save you like, 20 minutes of travel. Like you could probably take a town car and not a private
People know
jet.
how much airline jets are in the air right now?
Yeah, there's like a flight tracker. Like you can see like how long every plane in the world is like in the air.
But I guess
know.
the idea is that, like, yeah, that's traveling, a couple hundred people across the country, not down the road.
Not one person down the street
Right.
to be like,
No,
thank
I
God I
get it.
didn't have to wait in traffic.
I get
And
it.
so
I
people
mean,
started
but
getting on her
would
for like,
you do that if you could?
Yeah,
I mean, I
of course.
probably would not take a flight to
Not
go
a 15-mile
50
flight.
Yeah,
but-
like I probably wouldn't, honestly, because it just feels like it'd be more of a hassle than it's worth. But I don't know.
Yeah.
Especially,
But I would
like, it's not
definitely
like
use that
she's
fucking plane
driving.
all the time.
It's not like
Right.
she's hopping behind the wheel and driving herself. Like she's sitting in the back of a limo, like, So, anyways, people get all over her and they start ripping her apart on the internet. And then somewhere out of the blue comes this report that's like, actually, if you look at it, it's Taylor Swift who does the most private jet travel and creates the most air pollution and, metric tons of carbon or whatever. So she's who you should be mad at. And there's no way that this is not orchestrated by Kris Jenner, Kylie Jenner's mom / manager. There's no way. In fact, all of these memes, including that cool Top Gun one I was just talking about, I guarantee funded by Kris Jenner.
Oh my God.
Funded.
Funded.
Hey, man.
Kris Jenner launched an online thing to be like, why don't we all hate on Taylor Swift instead of my daughter? And the internet was like, all right.
That's not crazy. Zack Snyder bought a fucking bot
Yeah.
farm to release
Yeah.
the Snyder Cut.
Absolutely. And then put Taylor Swift is like, I don't fly on my fucking jet every one of the, like, I own the jet, but like people use it for shit, like friends of mine and other companies. Like I'm not taking a flight. It was basically like she'd have to take like 2 flights every day. And she's like, I don't know where you think I'm going, but I'm not doing that. Like I own a plane and that plane flies in the sky. It's not the same thing as taking a private jet to skip 10 minutes of traffic. Like it's a little different.
Wow.
So, it's a whole
There's
thing.
so much about that story you just told that I fucking hate.
Lee, you know what you're not gonna hate? Lee,
I don't care. I don't
Lee,
care.
you know what you're not gonna hate?
What's that?
Oh
This
shit!
new Italian that just dropped.
It's a new Italian.
You guys got your? Can you see my screen right now?
Whoa,
All right,
yeah, I
hang
can.
on.
whoa.
Hang on.
I got halfway through the video and I was like, no, I want to watch the rest of the show.
Okay.
All right. Okay, new Italian just dropped.
See this?
You ready, Jose?
Looks a lot like a meatball.
Jose, you there?
He looks like a big
think
pussy from The
Jose
Sopranos.
What happened?
Are you all right?
Are you ready for the Italian?
You
Well,
ready?
Yeah, I thought you were going to press. I'm waiting for somebody to press play.
Okay.
Well, that's what I had. You have to space block.
Bro, you just look like a guy who needs to be on my page.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
This is
I'm Nico.
Joe.
Nice to meet you, Joe.
Nice to meet you.
Wow, look at you. Holy shit.
Listen, the people that give me shit for riding this car, they probably don't even drive. They probably have a Metro card. A lot of people break my chops. Joe, big guy like you driving a Kia Sorento, you should drive a Cadillac, Mercedes.
I mean,
Don't need all that.
no?
Take a look. This is the new 2022 Kia Sorento. All right? You got the 22-inch rims. All right, take a look in here. You got the bucket seats. Catches mid-color. Panoramic roof. All right? I got a dashboard that looks like fucking NASA.
Hey, what else you got to say to the people? Anything?
Listen, I'm just your average Joe.
All right. Fair enough.
Fair enough.
I love him. I'm going to find him and follow
You
him.
have to space
That
block.
guy.
Bro, you
Incredible.
Wow.
Panoramic roof.
So he was just like, "Hey, stranger, tell me about your sensible car."
That stranger was like, "You got it."
You fucking got it.
Oh, that was bizarre. Thanks, Kelly. You know what? That was a really nice palate cleanser. Appreciate it.
You're welcome.
Oh, fucking bizarre.
Jose, can
I
you
bet
hear me?
That guy doesn't. Jose dropped.
No, Jose fell off.
Oh.
He drops.
I
Sorry.
just
I bet
saw
that
the
guy
message
does
that
not
said
take
I'm not
his Kia
hearing nice.
Sorento on 9-minute flights.
No, definitely not.
I mean, you don't.
The
have
interesting
anything
part of the
better to
story
do.
is less about the private jets or any of it, and more about the fact that Kris Jenner is out there funding a smear campaign against Taylor Swift to save her daughter from
I believe
her
it.
own smear campaign.
Got to protect that bag.
And this is all.
Yeah.
And this is the kind of shit though, where people people will be like, "Oh, there's no such thing as cancel culture." I go, "No, there really is. Like that's exactly what the fuck this is." Like, come
Yeah.
on. No, they were like, "We're mad at you," and they're like, "Oh, you should fucking be mad at someone else," and they're like, "Okay." It's so fucking crazy. It's all so stupid.
Yeah, but still, no one got canceled.
No, but they were fucking trying.
Yeah, they're always trying.
I think we're mad at
they're
you.
always
You should be mad.
trying.
Like, we're mad at you, but you should be mad at someone else is, like, essentially how the world works. Right? Like, every time, the Democrats fuck something up, and they're like, but this other person fucked something up even worse than us. So let's go be mad at them.
Yeah, like,
together.
remember when we gave a shit about Ukraine? What happened?
Yeah.
Oh, it's over now. Didn't you hear?
They're just losing.
Who even
Almost.
knows? Who knows?
Like, this country the size of, Delaware is ill-equipped to handle the military onslaught of the second largest nation in the world. Like, that shit's not a fair fight or something.
I think there's more of Italian man.
Oh.
Oh, my God.
Yeah. I sent you my other favorite, my most favorite Italian guy.
I thought for sure he was at an Italian restaurant, but that's a thing of Tabasco, so who knows where he
This
is.
video is
Who's
incredible.
to say?
Oh, I've seen this guy.
There we go. Okay? Can you do that?
Yeah, maybe.
Can you do that? You know we're going to put you to the test.
I can do that.
Huh? Look at that. He's holding it, though. You see that?
Nice
Huh?
flash.
Look, you don't see me going like this.
That's impressive.
It's been tried. See the snap finish? He had to stop yelling bang when he does that because some old people almost had a hole.
Love that guy.
That's what Dane Cook and his 23-year-old girlfriend are like when they're out on dates.
Oh my god.
You know, if TikTok were all just dudes like that, I might be into it.
It's an algorithm. It can be whatever you want it to be. Unless you're nice, and then TikTok holds a grudge for some reason and forces you to have the worst algorithm of all time.
I mean, I don't think it's so bad.
Yeah,
Well,
playing fuck Uncle TikTok, Kelly.
Kelly needs them Dago talks.
TikTok Kelly is going to be my fantasy football name.
Talking about Dane Cook's 23-year-old girlfriend, Nicole and I were talking the other day, whatever, and she was like, if I fucking, if I died, would you find some 23-year-old and shack up? And I was like, what the hell do I have to talk about with a 23-year-old? Like, fucking no way.
You're not finding a 23-year-old to move in with, that's for sure.
No.
How old was this girl when Dane Cook was at his peak relevance?
Oh,
when
well.
was his peak? Like 2007?
2007. So what's the math? 15 years. So she was 5.
Yeah. Jesus.
You think she ever saw that movie
8.
when he worked at like the Costco?
No, she's a big fan of Good Luck Chuck, though.
Employee of the month.
Yeah, employee of the month.
That's it.
You know, Dane Cook threw his brother in jail.
Well,
what?
Yeah.
Dane Cook's brother stole like $15 million from him.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. That's
fuck that guy. He had it coming.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. Dane Cook didn't throw his brother in jail. Dane Cook's brother is a felon and wound up in jail.
Yeah,
I thought he like dogged the bounty hunter at his own brother.
I think he would have once he found out all his
like
money
his,
was gone.
New on
He was a manager. He was his manager or something, and just one day he's like, "Wait, am I broke?" And his brother's like, "I don't know what you're talking about. Just stuffing money into pillowcases."
Pretty much.
Wild.
He like, and in my opinion, there's stealing the money, and then there's like stealing it and losing it. You know, like your brother steals your money, but you get it back. You're like, okay, well that was inconvenient. But he steals it, and then you're like, where is it? And he's like, oh, snorted that shit. You're like, what? Like, that's so much worse.
You snorted $15 million of my shit?
Like, that sucks.
And you snorted all of my shit?
Yeah. And
Oh,
then
it's gone.
that's it. Dane Cook had a bunch of money. His brother took 95% of it, and the other 5% he invested into changing the shape of his face.
And royalties.
And then
to
it's
that
like,
song.
"Hey, what up, 23-year-old?"
Well, no, he started dating her when she was 18. Now, after
that's
5
true.
years together,
That's
they're
true.
getting married.
Fuck, that means he was 50 when she was 18. Like, that's not great. Blah.
Yeah, and he
It's
was
not
like,
great.
"This is how you gotta pour the martinis." He was like, "Okay, whatever you say."
He had to stop doing the bam.
Fucking hell.
Can we take your private jet back home?
Did we get Jose back ever?
Yeah, I think
so.
he's
Have you
mumbling
not
around
been
here
hearing
somewhere.
me?
Oh, okay.
There
I
he
can
is.
hear you.
Yeah, I heard you.
I've been dropping jokes.
Just dropping bombs, man. Yeah, it's good. Let's see.
He's like, man, where the fuck's this guy at?
Jose, did you hear there's a new slur?
Oh no.
Shit,
no.
you know I'm the last to find out
Oh
about
no.
him. Which one? What are we doing? What can't
Oh
we do
no.
anymore?
So,
Oh
You-
jeez. Oh boy.
Mahoney, we missed you.
I'm trying to think of how I explain to you what the word is without just
No,
blasting the
no.
word.
Just say it. You can say it.
No.
Yeah, I'm okay. So
This is when
for
he just
educational purposes only. Internet.
This
Jose,
is
you're
when
no
he just
longer
says
allowed
the
to say
N-word.
spaz.
And he's
Hey,
like,
I-
I never knew this was bad.
I better not hear you lost the recording of this.
Hey,
You're no longer allowed to say spaz, Jose.
Oh yeah, fuck off.
That's the stupidest.
Yeah, no.
That's stupid. That's dumb. I refuse your reality of that.
Why? Do you find yourself using that word often? You need that to stay in your vocabulary?
No, it doesn't come up often enough for people to make it a fucking deal out of it. Unless you're being a fucking spaz.
It's one of my favorite NRD songs. So yeah, I'm not going to stop playing the song.
It is a good NERD song.
Yeah, it's a really good song. So y'all can fucking calm down. Why can't we? Why? What does it? What is it?
Well,
it's short for spastic.
I did not prepare enough research for this. My understanding is it's an ableist slur.
Right.
Yeah.
Who?
Ableist?
Ableist?
So like people with epilepsy, it's making fun of them essentially.
Or like, you know, I feel like epilepsy, yes, but also it could be, I don't know. Nope. Retract.
Or maybe, you know, you're just a fucking spaz. And that's the only word for it. Because sometimes you just fucking spaz out. Like I
think you mean an S word.
Yeah. I've never.
No. I mean a fucking spaz. Because my kid, the kid spaz and a half sometimes.
Look what you did, Mahoney.
I just need to make sure that Jose knows.
Yeah, okay, but here's the thing. This is why, to me, I don't know. Okay. I've never used that word thinking of epilepsy.
We can say slurs on the show, but we're not going to tell a story from 20 years ago.
It's not a real slur.
Okay, so I was working at the movie theater when somebody was playing one of those, like, snowboard games. Remember those where like you stood on the snowboard and the bars?
Oh yeah. Yeah.
And he had an epileptic episode and he swallowed his tongue and the guy had to come. And every time I told that story, not once have I like said, and then he spazzed out.
Yeah.
So in telling that story multiple times throughout my life, I didn't use the word spaz to represent what he was doing during that incident. So,
well, I mean,
you know who else didn't, Jose?
But that doesn't mean that other people don't.
Well, that's fine, but I'm not talking to them, so I'm not worried about it right now.
Yeah. No. Anyways,
these motherfuckers yelled at Lizzo until she changed her song. Like, come
Lizzo
on,
and Beyonce.
Yeah.
There's certain things, but I can only handle so much to take in and change.
I think you can handle it. I have faith. You can handle it.
I think there's worse things going on.
For sure.
There's elsewhere more effort can be put towards things.
But I would say you're like, this is the mountain I'm climbing today. I'm going to yell at Lizzo for saying spaz.
I put
the smallest effort,
I put it this way. I won't put it in a video.
There you go.
If like I'm not gonna feel bad if I say it because number one, that's never been my thought process behind the word since I've used it since day one.
Yeah.
Now, if I say that to an epileptic to their face and they get offended by it, we'll talk.
Okay.
So just take all of that same energy and pretend it's 1955 and you're talking about the N-word.
No, you spaz and the N-word. They are nowhere near on the same fucking.
I mean, I wouldn't disagree. All I'm saying is there's a huge population of people who are like, nah, I'm saying it. They say it. I'm saying it.
Different. But that word has always had hate behind it by most of the people who have said it. Like you don't accidentally say that word and not like mean it in some way.
Yeah, not unless you're like a YouTuber.
I mean,
and then you're like, oh, what do you mean? What did I say?
Back in the day, you know, sure it was said with malice, but it was also just said as a descriptor. It was, you know, it just fell off the tongue back in the day
of how that time felt about them.
I do think a good point
still had hate behind it.
to make is that those two words are probably very close in eras, and you know, the S word was probably used in either derogatory fashion or medically, like this fucking spaz over here.
You show me the paperwork that the word spaz have lived as long and has done as much damage as the N-word to be on the same page.
Oh, well, come on. Not the same.
Because you
Call
can.
out.
Because
What I would say is,
exactly.
why
So
do
at
you
the
need
same
that?
time,
Why do you need
what
that?
I'm saying is, let's not pretend like it's fucking the worst thing.
It's not.
And you
It's
can't
not.
bring the N-word as a comparison to this.
Well, pick whatever word you want. It can be
No,
any one of the words.
No,
whatever word
It's
you
not pick
want.
whatever other word you want, because there's some horrible words out there, and you still can't compare this to that.
Well, how about this? Let's leave it at
I'm only
this.
going so far.
Maybe next time you think you're about to call someone or something a spaz, maybe you'll think twice.
Probably not.
I bet
What I'm
you won't,
saying
because
is
I bet
sometimes I tell a story.
it will never
and
happen.
There's certain words that just play well, and if I happen to never use the word ever again, then it just is what it is. But like, I've never looked at somebody and was like, "You fucking spaz, you fucking cocksucking asshole of a spaz, you," and been like, "Oh, at the same time, fuck you if you have epilepsy."
On the bright side,
wow.
On the bright side, you have not made it your nickname for the past 30 years, so you don't need to make it.
So it could be worse.
Yeah,
it could be worse. I definitely don't have it tattooed anywhere.
Exactly.
But what I'm saying is like, fuck, man, fuck.
Agreed.
I mean,
Okay, so I'm reading up on the
seriously,
Wikipedia.
All right.
Doing some research. Colloquially, the noun spastic, originally a medical term, is now pejorative, though
Sure.
the severity of this differs between the United States and the United Kingdom. Disabled people in the United Kingdom often consider spastic to be one of the most offensive terms related to disability.
Ooh.
But they'll call you a cunt if they love you.
But they also call their cigarettes fags. So now, like, I mean, everybody's got a different meaning for a different word if we're talking like across the pond.
Well, okay, you're creating a straw man there, because while the N word and the S word aren't the same, they're at least words. While you're talking about, okay, so calling a cigarette a fag is different than calling a person the F word. Meanwhile, they're talking about disabled people don't like the word spastic.
So let's say my whole life I grew up calling a pencil the N-word.
Well,
and I was like, man, you got any N-words so I can take this test?
I mean, you're gonna have a hard time, but I think.
Well, what if you go into the grocery store and you're looking for Brazil nuts?
Oof. No, because
see, what I'm saying is yes,
it's not as
fully
acceptable.
And also, didn't you lead off with it was a medical term?
Yes.
Originally, but now it's not anymore.
Considered a pejorative.
Yeah, it's bad now.
I think now. I think in the day it was a medical term. Back when they were like, I bet if we shock this person enough, they'll act normal.
Yeah, and at one point, retarded was a medical term.
Right.
Yeah.
I'm just saying. There's some places I'm going to go with you.
Well, I appreciate
places I'm not.
that you taking this journey.
I will talk anything out with anybody.
Yeah, in medicine, the adjective spastic refers to an alteration in muscle tone affected by the medical condition spasticity, which is a well-known symptomatic phenomenon seen in patients with a wide range of central neurological disorders, including spinal cord injury, cerebral palsy, stroke,
it's
ALS,
derived from
and
spasm.
MS.
Right, yeah, because it's derived from spasm. That makes sense. Sure.
Yeah.
Well, yeah. Usually when I spazzy is like if you had a spasm, you know what I mean? Like, but I get spasms in my leg.
What about What about
spasm.
like spastic colon?
So can I not call it a back spasm? Does my back not?
Yeah, it's like when I was pissing myself, when I'm not allowed to call myself spastic.
No, you can say that. but you can't just go around calling people that.
Just going around calling people spaz.
Just willy-nilly.
I smell the TikTok.
Okay. How about this? What is an alternative? And I'm not talking one of these woke, white bread, like...
Whoa. Yeah, okay, now what happens if in 10 years that alternative's bad?
Well, I mean, then we can revisit it.
That's as easy as it gets. This is what kills me about this word. I've known you all for so long. You've never said it. And it wasn't until the moment someone was like, could you not say this anymore, that you were like, fuck I won't?
Yeah, I don't think I've ever used the word once in my life.
Yeah.
We've definitely used it to refer to a person. But
true, yes.
It was their chosen name.
Yeah.
It doesn't hurt. You know, it's fucking silly. It's weird. It's a weird hill to die on. Like, who gives a shit?
Okay, Lee, but which one of you is dying on that hill?
Why are you dying on the hill, Lee?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm playing toys.
Who's dying on the hill? The people that don't want you to say spaz, or the people who are like, no, I'm fucking saying spaz. Fuck you.
The rest of us just looked at the hill and were like, oh, there's a hill, and just kept on walking.
I can't imagine. I just don't have the balls to be like, for anything, like, I don't like this. No one should do it ever.
Grapes.
You know?
Grapes beg to
I don't like
differ.
this.
I just want to point out,
Nobody.
you don't even go by your name, Lee. You're like, don't even call me my name. Call me my middle name.
I do that. I didn't pick that. My parents picked that.
All the people to comment on not saying a word. You're like, don't call me my first name.
What are you talking about? No, that's fucking ridiculous.
I think it's a great point.
Yeah.
What?
It's nice. It's like, you know what? That's fucking eloquently said.
Yeah.
Solid
Good
logic.
Valid.
For all I know, Jose's not his real name either. Who knows?
I mean, his family calls him another name.
Joey. Yeah, I've been called other names.
Hey, man, no names.
I'll fucking tell you what. It's a goddamn bitch getting back into this country.
I bet. Oh, you know what? Yeah, it is a bitch to get back in this country because my namesake is also responsible for some shit. So I got to be like, no, that's not me.
Yeah, I come in there like, yo, so what up? You know Chapo? I'm like, man,
so what's that? We're changing the use of words because of their past meanings.
No, it was already handed to me. Like, I didn't pick this.
Almost like MS or some sort of disease.
Time changes and context changes.
Well, okay. So here's my question.
I still want to figure out what word we're replacing it with.
I really
don't think we need to.
I honest to God don't.
No, because
I don't.
Sometimes people are just being a fucking S word.
Spaz. Yeah,
just call them weird.
Oh, so now what about everyone who takes offense to being called weird?
Well, then we'll pick another one.
We can call somebody weird.
Okay, how about this? How about this?
So it's less offensive to their psyche to be called weird than it is spastic.
Okay, hold on. I'm on wordhippo.com, and we got some synonyms for the S word. Klutz. Klutz is a good one, but
Klutz is good.
Klutz doesn't speak to...
No, but klutz
I guarantee you Klutz is anti-Semitic.
Accidental.
Klutz doesn't speak to...
I would bet $50 Klutz is an anti-Semitic term if you look back.
Yeah, it doesn't speak to the type of person whose mind is everywhere all at once. It's just the person who trips and bumbles and drops things. So there is a lot of like butterfingers, bumbler, fumbler, bungler, clumsy oaf.
No. So you can call somebody a clumsy oaf, but you can't call them spastic.
Yeah.
Clumsy oaf sounds more...
But like
It's
You
not
get to-
derived from anything that they're like saddled with
It's just
in
mean.
their life.
It's fucking mean. You clumsy oaf.
Fucking
If I say you fucking clumsy oaf, as opposed to you're fucking being spastic right now, like clumsy oaf is more mean spirited than like you're just being spastic.
One of the synonyms is just.
I cannot believe we've been talking about this for 15
I
minutes.
I think what you're touching on, Jose, is that the difference is if I'm born with a medical condition that makes me spastic, and then the world decides that that is abnormal, and so I am abnormal versus everyone else is normal. So when I want to insult a normal person, I call them you.
So I can be weird.
Yeah, because you're not born with something that makes you weird. You know, you get the difference? Like,
so then you're just a cocksucker who has become weird in your life.
Sure.
Yeah. We know 1,000 of those people.
A bunch of weirdos.
Yeah.
Bunch of weirdos with their silly wieners.
How about dipshit?
Oh, I love
use
great.
dipshit all the time. You can't have it. You can't have dipshit.
What do you mean you can't have dipshit?
You want to talk about mean?
You can't take it away from me.
Why would we take it away? No, I'm saying replace the S word with dipshit.
But here's the thing: but if you were to call somebody a dipshit and somebody spastic, those are two different. If I walked in, I was like, "Man, watch out! That guy in the fucking room, he's a goddamn dipshit." Completely different mindset than if I were to say,
you
"Hey,
might
man,
get
watch
fucking
out!
slapped if
That
you
guy
realize,
who's
yeah.
that guy in the room, watch out! He's a little spastic." Like
I'd
that.
come out of there, I'd be like, Jose, what the fuck, man? You said this guy was a dipshit, but he spazzed out on me. What are you doing? Come on.
I'd be like,
No
oh,
one has
he
ever
must
spazzed out
be a
on you.
bumbling oaf.
No. My son spazzes out on me all the fucking
No
time.
one has ever actually needed to use that phrase.
Every couple of weeks, let's tell Lee and Jose that there's a new word they can't say, and let's see how often they insist on saying it going forward.
Deal. Well, we'll start on now. I'm not insisting on using it for it. I'm just
We'll
saying
see.
The word spastic.
We'll see.
Okay, so let me ask you this. What if I was born with MS and growing up, I didn't give a shit that anyone else used the word spastic for something?
That's your word then.
Yeah, good for you. Good for you.
Okay.
What about the people who do?
If you say that, if you say
Fuck 'em.
that,
But why?
you can say that for anything.
Exactly.
Anything.
Yeah,
what
and I
about the
think-
people who fucking come on their Funko Pops? Does that make it normal? Is that cool? Is that fun? Not really. I mean, but one person's normal is not somebody else's. One person is one person's
Oh my god, you're so close to it though. You're so close to it. Like,
when does anyone go to the doctor and
But
get
here's the-
diagnosed with Funko coming?
exactly. Like, you are not born and a doctor reads your chart and goes, "Oh my god, this kid has come on Funko Pop disease."
No,
Yeah,
but
the things you're looking at are choices rather than
Right,
afflictions.
So it's okay to be like, you make bad choices versus not okay to be like, you as a person, the way you were born are bad and I'm going to use you as an insult. That's the difference.
So can are Mahoney, Nyes, and I allowed to just start yelling Mexican slurs?
No, why Mexican?
That's completely different.
Is it?
Why is it different?
Because that was never cool.
Oh, depending on where you were, it was plenty
really.
cool.
Seriously.
I mean, some would argue it's still cool.
So then,
Go on
are
the
they
record and
right?
say I really don't care.
The 45th president would argue it's great.
Yeah, exactly.
On that same topic, did you guys see the meme about the Wakanda Forever trailer where they talked about they talked about how the first Mexican superhero in the MCU, the first time you see him is coming out of water and you see him from his back.
Yeah, I saw that.
Water running down his back.
I have seen a form of that.
That is pretty funny.
Can I drop a hot take on that trailer?
Yes.
Drop it.
All right. I don't have any solutions. Like in this problem I raise, I have no solutions for it. I don't think
That's
the
okay.
guy they
No one
I
does
don't
on the
think the
internet.
guy they picked for Namor is hot enough.
Oh,
like beautiful enough. I
Yeah.
can see that.
Yeah, I don't think he's hot enough.
I feel like you got to give him a chance though, because he might just have the charisma.
He might.
I'll say I don't disagree, but I'm on the same page as Nyes that I don't feel like we've seen enough of him.
Yeah, but just the first
come out, like,
impression,
fucking-
I
First
wasn't
impression, I'm like, you're not exactly as hot as Namor should be.
I feel like we're all
Exactly,
gonna
yeah.
want to fuck Namor at the end of the movie.
I
Quite
hope.
Yeah, he comes
possibly.
out like fucking
hope
Mexican
so.
Buzz Lightyear, and you can't help but like, oh,
Yeah.
I'm into it.
I have not seen Narcos Mexico, which I guess is his big thing, so I don't know him, but I'm optimistic.
I would love to want to fuck Namor, but right now I'm not there.
Well, give it time. Give it time.
Namor
See
is
how it goes.
a pretty man.
What a
That movie
turn the
looks
show
like
took.
Tell us about your weekly.
Oh, it doesn't matter. It doesn't fucking matter. Oh my god. The one thing I will talk about, just because it's relevant, I guess, is I took Jack to see the Super Pets movie.
Nice.
Nice.
It's pretty fucking fun, you guys. It's good.
I bet.
Yeah. It's if you got little kids, you should totally go see the Super Pets movie, or a wife that likes talking animals. She'll also like it. It's a good time.
I got one of those. I'll let you guess which one it is.
I think there's going to be a bunch of neckbeards that hate it. There's the same neckbeards that don't like Teen Titans Go. They're wrong.
I could not care less about the opinion of the Teen Titans Go, or DC Super Pets from not a child.
Yeah, imagine
You know what I mean?
a DC Super Pets traditionalist.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly.
Yeah.
That's not my crypto.
Yeah, the
get
only
outta
complaint
here.
I've really seen is that the voice acting isn't very good.
I think it's fun. I think it's plenty good. Keanu Reeves as Batman. He's kind of great. And
Love it.
I forget the context, but it's one of the first scenes with the Justice League is there, whatever, and Batman's the last person in the frame, and he just goes, "I miss my parents." I'm like, all right, that's fucking funny. All right, good job, Super Pets movie. You all right?
Sounds great.
Yeah.
If you go to any movie for a child, the expectation walking in is this is not going to be enjoyable. So if you come out of it being like, that was pretty good,
right,
congratulations,
yeah.
you win,
Yeah, you broke the code.
Yeah.
I mean, those Pixar movies are batting pretty good as far as quality.
Fair.
What?
Very fair, but that is absolutely the exception.
Sure.
When I saw Ugly Dolls, I was not like, boy, I bet this is going to be as good as Toy Story 4,
Yeah, my daughter had a birthday party at the theater. We rented it out, and she wanted to watch the Emoji Movie. You know what it's like to be trapped in a theater watching the Emoji Movie? Ugh.
That movie was awful.
Have you guys seen those wild movie theaters with the McDonald's play place in them?
Yes.
That sounds like a goddamn nightmare.
I'm not quite sure
I
who
gotta
it's
be in this-
for. Because, I get it. It's oh, you can bring your kid to the movie and then they can play in the McDonald's play place. But, why would I do that? I could bring them to McDonald's. They could play in it for free.
Well, if they, I assume it's
Well, and then you can have the experience of watching the Emoji Movie.
Right, but that's what I mean. I don't want to be in this movie. They don't want to be in this movie. They'd rather be at the fucking mall in the play zone. So why didn't we just go to the mall and play in the play zone?
Well, I think it's a two thing. It's not only allowing a theater that's strictly for kids so that people aren't going to be complaining about talking or running around or moving or whatever or making noise or crying babies.
Yeah.
But also if the kid gets fucking bored, there's a goddamn jungle gym over there.
Yeah, and then you can go and distract and bother all the other patrons that are actively watching the movie. It's a really great experience, I think. It's a really top-notch plan.
Yeah, that's
So,
where it
that's
brings me- exactly. Is it's like the people who want to watch the movie aren't enjoying the movie. The people who want to play in the plaything aren't enjoying the movie. No one is enjoying the movie. Why is it even on? Like, just turn it
And
off.
I paid
and let them play in the
$50 to
plaything.
get us all into the movie.
Yeah.
Yeah, now, it's not like they have those play places in, like, Black Phone, where you can be like, go over there and play in the play place. I want to watch this movie.
Right.
Just keep it down.
Right. Now, I just saw at the mall the other day where you could go and a store in the mall is essentially a daycare. So, if you could go to the movie theater and check your kid in to that like playpen area and be like, I'm gonna go see Black Phone, see you in 2.5 hours, I'm all about it. I think that's great.
You're gonna
That's
entrust
not bad.
your children with somebody working in a mall daycare.
No, of course I am never going to, because Lisa would never in a million years do that. But I like the concept for other people.
Well, I like the concept of the Jungle Gym movie theater. So
But no one's enjoying the movie, so why is the movie there?
there might be kids there enjoying the movie. They're enjoying a movie as much as a kid enjoys a movie.
I don't know. There's other kids
I don't know,
screaming
'cause-
10 feet to their
Yeah,
left.
I'm trying to fucking watch Super Pets, and this asshole's talking about going down the slide. Like, come on, leave me alone.
Well,
Oh,
you
Jack
don't have to
flipped
go
his
to that theater, Lee. Like, it's a choice if you want to go to the place theater.
I just don't
I don't know who
understand
would
who's
make that
making that choice. Exactly.
Exactly, yeah.
Exactly.
It's a very weird choice to make.
Today's a day
Like-
of Lee getting upset about things that don't affect him.
Upset about the
This
fucking
one I'm
Today.
I'm on the same page as this one.
What do you mean today?
I don't know. You sound pretty upset, Lee.
Look, everybody be mean to me today.
Nobody's being mean to you.
I just came here to have a good time, and I'm feeling very attacked right
I'm having a blast.
He's like, nobody lets me say slurs anymore.
Oh, do not put that evil on me. No.
I just came to Tennessee to have fun, and my friends won't let me say slurs.
I do not accept this.
Yeah, that's the first time those words are uttered in Tennessee.
Yeah.
I do not accept this.
I feel like that's the best part of that whole news story is how quickly it wasn't overnight, but like one day you wake up and the S word is a slur now. That's wild.
I know, man.
It's wild.
We are in a wild world, dude.
But
You can't say dude anymore.
Oh, Jesus. I believe it.
please, no
Yeah.
gendered language.
Don't get me started.
I say that all the time. We've been watching a lot of cooking shows, and whenever the host is like,
Yeah.
all right, guys, I'm like, please, no gendered language.
I thought you were going to say, when you said cooking shows, I thought you were going to say famous YouTuber Cookie Swirl C. And I was like, why are you watching Cookie Swirl
What?
C?
No, not me.
Big
Oh,
into
Christ.
Roblox, eh?
Every now and then, Jax will be talking about something, and he'll mention, back when I had YouTube on my tablet. Look at me like, you fucking asshole. And I'll be like, well, you know what, man? Everyone's life is better now that you don't. So I stand
He's
by
like,
that.
Listen,
one. He's
some
like,
days you
"Okay."
wake up, you don't have YouTube on your tablet. Some days you wake up, you can't say the S word anymore. It's just life.
Solid point.
I'm making such a face. Just shaking my head. Shaking my head. Oh.
All right, you can say the S word, but then you have to give Jax back YouTube.
Ooh.
Ooh,
I don't think you understand
put him on the
how
trade clock.
few things in this world are worth giving that kid child YouTube.
Well,
back.
there you
Like,
go. Then you
it's-
don't need to
yeah,
say
no.
the S word.
I don't really care about the S word. It's just silly. Like it's
I don't know. I think you do. It seems like you do.
Seem like you care a lot.
It's just the principle of being like, no, I don't think no one should do that no more.
Well, if you like principles so much, go to school.
But don't like. Oh my god! So the kids went back to school yesterday.
What?
Oh, they would go look for some principles?
It's August 2nd.
Yeah, they went back on August 1st. Well, you got to remember
fuck?
they're going to get out in a few weeks for a couple weeks for the horse show, right? So they they go back early
Always
to make out
forget
for
about
that.
the horse show.
Yeah, they get out for that.
I would be so
and
angry.
Well, they also get out of school earlier.
You know what? I would be so angry at you personally. I'd be like, why did you move me here? I gotta be in school on August 1st? This is the best place we can live?
And also, the first day is only 2 hours, and that's the worst fucking part. Like, it
Well,
drops
it's
off
like,
at
it's okay,
8.
we can say slurs here.
You gotta go pick them up
the
at 10.
fucking days where you go in for like nothing. It's just give me the goddamn day off. Come
Yeah,
on.
exactly. That's such a waste of time.
Like
But
when
he comes
school
back-
started on a Thursday or Friday, like
Yeah,
fuck
fuck
off. I'll see you Monday, bitch.
Yeah,
They love those 2 hour days around here. Like I don't know if they just have them on the books or what, but it's a huge pain in the ass.
Nobody wants to work anymore.
Yeah.
We come back, and he comes home. We're like, "Hey, Mister, how was your day?" And he's like, I don't. This teacher, the new teacher, yeah, she's just using us, Dad. Like, what the fuck are you talking about?
What?
Using you? He goes, what the fuck are you talking about, man? And he's like, she tried to make me put it. Trying to make us put it in the thing,
What?
and then she's like, freeze, and I'm like, what the fuck are you talking about? Put what? What's it? What's the it you're talking about? He goes, pencil. We had to put our pencils in the pencil pouch, and we're doing it. And then she's like, freeze, and nobody had to stop. And she's just using us. And I said, do you think maybe, just take a trip with me here, son. You think maybe she was just, I don't know, trying to like play a little game with you guys, break the ice a little bit, do something kind of fun? And I swear to God, he goes, God, what am I, in kindergarten? Just let me put my pencils away. I'm like, all right, just calm down, you little fucking spaz. You'll be okay tomorrow. Come back for a full day.
Been waiting to tell that story for 30 minutes.
And he wasn't
Fucking
like, you can't say
buffoon.
that anymore. Yeah.
All right, Mahoney, we're breaking into his house and putting YouTube on Jack's tablet.
Yeah, so much worse if he would have said, "No, you fucking dipshit."
Yeah. I mean,
Also
he
call
was
him a dipshit.
he was kind of being a
I don't think
dipshit.
that worked.
Herb
for
Lee
us.
called Jax a dipshit.
Yeah.
Yeah,
He's
for
called
sure.
Jax a dipshit on this show.
Yeah.
He probably said, all right, good night, dipshit, love ya, right before he came upstairs.
And you know, it wasn't said with malice. You're just being a dipshit.
Yeah.
Well, okay. So I have never
No.
said spaz and malice.
The difference, it's not about the malice, Jose. It's about the, I'm using a thing you were born with to insult other people. Because that implies that the thing you were born with is wrong and bad, and so it's an insult. Nobody is born as whatever a dipshit is. Like, that's just a
No,
made up funny
no,
word.
no,
you know?
Respectfully,
No.
I disagree.
No, I get it. People are born.
You won't go to the
But
doctor
it's-
and
you know.
get diagnosed with dipshit's
Exactly.
disease.
Exactly.
Just
they
because
don't.
it's not in the DSM doesn't mean it's
No.
not true.
We just don't know what to call it yet. There are many diseases we are just now coming up with names for. This is- we're just-
God.
it's just not there
Yeah.
yet. The science.
Yeah, don't
is
worry.
not there
Well,
yet.
At one point,
I've
at
met
some
born
point,
dipshits in my life.
I've
at
seen
some
a couple
point-
kids, and I was like, "Oh, that's good. That's a dipshit."
when they are able to isolate the dipshit gene, we're gonna have a conversation about removing that word from our language.
Right. Right.
Uh,
If we were
I
to
know
find out that every case of a kid or adult or whoever being a dipshit was caused by some genetic malfunction, then yeah, we should probably stop using it.
No, no.
Man,
I guess
imagine
the
going to
dipshit's
the
pretty
doctor
close.
and your doctor's just like, I'm sorry, you have dipshits.
And the parents are like, I know, I'm here for treatment for it.
Yeah.
Why the fuck do you think we're here, man? We know this kid's a dipshit. Fucking blew his eardrum out. Oh god, we have a classic this week,
Bicep.
Knives. Let's just fucking steamroll through it.
You better fucking double check that classic. Make sure
We've
we don't
only
say
gotten
nothing wrong.
through Lee's week.
We
We're
really
gonna have
haven't
to
even gotten
review
that far.
These classics a little bit. Yeah, we haven't talked about anybody's week.
The weeks are over. We had a lesson in language
For an hour.
We haven't even. Lee hasn't gotten past last Wednesday.
Lee saw a movie. That's it. The rest of you, what'd you do? Nothing exciting, I'm
Yeah,
sure.
anything worth talking about?
Yes.
What you got, Knives? Anything
Yes.
worth talking about?
I
What you
have
got?
two good things to talk about. Okay.
Okay.
First, I got a real boomer story about my mom that I wanted to share. I feel like it's along the same lines as a Marie story, but she didn't end up in the hospital at all. So, a while back, when my parents had their dog Dozer, he loved going in the pool. So I shot a bunch of GoPro footage of him in the pool, cut it together, put it up on YouTube. Recently, my mom was like, "Hey, can you link me to that video? I haven't seen it in a while." So I send her the link. Next time I see her, she's like, "Hey, could you send me that link again? I deleted it off my phone." She deletes all of her text messages like she's the fucking Secret Service. I guess
Nicole does that. It freaks me out, man.
I'm sure she's just trying to make sure that there's no evidence that my dad could find of anything. So she's always
That's bizarre behavior.
It is bizarre
Well,
behavior.
I think for my lovely wife, it's just more clutter. It's like no,
It's
it's like the cords.
cord of phones.
No, exactly.
Yeah.
Gotta delete them shits.
So
Okay.
every time I see her, she's like, "Hey, send me that link again. I accidentally deleted it." And then she's like, "Okay, can you send me the file so that I have the file?" I'm like, "No problem. Check this out. I will send you a link so that you can download the file and then you have it. And also, I have this. So whenever you need it for any reason, I can get it to you." She's okay, cool. So she downloads
Can
it.
you resend me that Dropbox file? I deleted it.
Well, the last time she was here, when she watched Zoe when we went to the concert, she realized that her phone has video calling. So we tested it out, and just for shits and giggles, Mary was out getting her haircut. I figured I'd video call my mom. I'm talking to my mom. She's like, "Okay, so thank you. I got that link. I downloaded the video, and then I printed out the email."
What the fuck? Perfect.
Well,
Good.
actually,
Put it in your filing
I
cabinet.
printed
Save it
out
forever.
2 just in case I lose one of them. She printed
So I
out an
Click the
email
link.
with a Dropbox link on it because
Amazing.
she thinks if she ever loses the video again, she'll easily find this piece of paper where she printed out an email and put a Dropbox link in it. Like, Mom. This is seriously one of those commercials. What is it, like Allstate, where it's like, don't become your parents?
It
Oh,
is.
yeah.
It's exactly like that. Imagine thinking that having a text message is too much clutter, but printing out 2 copies of an email to save just in case.
I printed this out in triplicate. I joked with her that she got it notarized.
Yeah, one is in the bank
Holy
safe
shit.
deposit box in case the house burns down.
Okay, and then the other thing I wanted to talk about was I think we were scrolling through Prime, one of the streaming services, and we come across a thumbnail for the murder of Nicole Brown Simpson.
Oh yeah.
Oh.
And from the thumbnail, it looks like Mina Suvari is playing Nicole Brown Simpson, but then there's no real indication that OJ's in this. So we select it and we're watching the trailer. I mean, it's a 2.5 minute trailer. We've already gone long. I'm not going to play it, but please seek it out. It's nuts because it looks like some sort of straight to DVD garbage starring actually name actors that, you know, they're not super famous nowadays, but were famous at one point. Minu Savari, Nick Stahl's in it. And it's like an Elseworlds story about what if this serial killer actually killed Nicole Brown Simpson and Ron Goldman. And like OJ's not in the trailer at all, really. Or actually, no, I don't know who is OJ in the trailer. There's multiple people that could be, but he is not a focal point.
What about OJ's son? Is he in the trailer? He should be in the trailer.
I'm not sure. Could be. There are definitely a couple people in the trailer that fit that description. One of the wildest things I've ever seen. But definitely not wild enough to sucker me into watching this fucking thing. It's got, I think it has 2 stars on Rotten Tomatoes. Or, no, like, like what, 2% or whatever it's called? Wild shit.
We should do a movie night and watch it.
Oh. That would be the way to do it. The whole thing's on YouTube.
There you go.
That's, yeah, okay. Okay. Whew, man.
I bet that would be a good time.
It really seemed like...
I bet it's a fucking cinematic masterpiece.
I'm surprised at the end it wasn't like an O.J. Simpson production.
Yeah. OJ propaganda movie?
Mm-hmm. I want to find that Trump movie.
Donald Trump, The Chosen.
Oh, thank you. I forgot what the fucking name of it was.
Yeah. Yep.
Oh, you should have printed it out.
Oh.
Fucking got you.
Whew, my God. I'm so sweaty, you guys. I'm just sweating my balls off from laughing. It's ridiculous.
See, we're all having fun.
We're all having a good time.
We're all black friends.
Yeah.
Whoa. You can't say friends anymore. Show got canceled.
F-word.
People are people's feelings get hurt when you talk about canceled shows.
If anything made it so that you couldn't say friends anymore, it would definitely be Ross.
Yeah.
He looks like a dipshit.
Ross is definitely the biggest piece of shit on Friends, right?
Oh, absolutely. No question.
Consistently, yeah.
No question.
Like, everyone kind of has a turn where they're kind of the worst, but he's consistently just the worst. Fucking nonsense. What you got, Jose?
Shout out sister's birthday. We all went bowling.
Oh, I forgot about that.
Came out. So that was fun. That was cool. Went back to her house for some drinks. She ended up hugging the porcelain god.
I tell you what,
him that I'm sorry.
I have not bowled in a while, and bowling at 40, I expected to be in a lot of pain the next day, and I wasn't. I was in pain 2 days later.
See, bowling's one of those things that I don't really consider a sport because I feel like in my current physique, I could become a champion at it. Ergo, cannot be a sport. Yeah, doesn't count.
It definitely uses muscle groups.
Yeah, well, so does walking to the toilet, and I'm a champ at that, you know?
You weren't for a bit.
Yeah, really. Really.
Yeah, but I'm back at my pro status, you guys. I'm very excited about it.
You got bumped down to the amateurs for a bit.
You were in like
just for a minute.
Summer
Got
League,
it back, though.
going to the big boy potty for a while there.
Yeah.
You're still working your way up. You're on like D2 now.
Yeah.
I had a horrible nightmare the other day, and I don't remember exactly what it was. Like, I don't remember the context or why it happened, but I do remember that part of the nightmare was somebody pushing something into my scar hole from where the tube was, and it was. Oh, no. I woke up feeling it, and it was awful.
Oh, that was me trying to put Mike and Ike's in there.
He's trying to turn you into a Pez dispenser.
Yeah.
Wasn't great. Didn't care for it. Well, happy birthday to your sister, Jose.
Oh, thanks.
I skittered back under the bed like a spider when you woke up.
You probably heard the
skitter. Yeah. Oh my god. What you got, Kelly?
Not much. On HBO, I've been watching The Rehearsal, and I've been trying to get all of you fools
I gotta
to watch it too.
Yeah.
Yeah, I added it to my things to watch.
It is a show for sick people. So The Rehearsal it's hosted by Nathan Fielder, who did Nathan For You on Comedy Central. Okay. And he basically helps people rehearse things. Such as in the first episode, he's helping this guy who needs to confess to one of his friends that he didn't actually have a master's degree when he told them he did 12 years ago. So to rehearse this, they meticulously rebuild the entire bar that they're going to do this confession in a warehouse.
What?
I could. He is. That's his thing. He is very like when he commits.
He commits so hard.
He commits to a bit more than like he. I applaud his commitment level. Yeah, he's up there.
Yeah. So yeah, they fully recreate the bar perfectly in every way. They hire like 30 actors to play the roles of customers and employees, and then he has an actor play the role of the woman he's talking to, and they have this guy go through every possible permutation of this conversation and try and get it down to the best possible outcome.
So you go in with like a complete perfect game plan. You know how to work.
Like to the point where he's got like conversation charts plotted out where it's like, oh, if they do this, go here. If they talk about this, do this.
Yeah, his sense of humor is definitely not for everybody. He's got a level, but his jokes go deep. Like he takes it deep, and if what he does you're into and you dig it, you go along for the ride. It's pretty good.
And then the second and third episode, and I think the fourth as well, will feature a woman who's trying to decide if she wants a kid. So they're going to rehearse having a child. So over the course of 2 months, he's giving her the experience of having a child from age 0 to 18, where they keep swapping out the kid with various child actors and age him up like 3 years every 2 days or something like that.
That's fucking
I feel like if that happened more often, there would be no children.
Yeah, it's amazing.
That's
and since they can't have child actors after 7:30 p.m., what they do is when the kid goes to bed, they swap him out with a robot. And then when it was a baby, in the garage, they had this dude watching a live stream of an actual baby sleeping. And whenever the baby would cry, he'd have to trigger a button on the robot baby to make it cry. So they'd have to go in and help it. It's insane. I said in our group chat, it's what if Mahoney used his powers completely for evil.
Yeah, no, you know what?
And with a budget from HBO.
Yeah, I'm surprised you don't know about this, Mahoney, because this seems right up your fucking committed alley.
One of my favorite Nathan For You bits is where he was trying to help this like a magician, and the magician had to nail this trick, and if he didn't, a machine would rip off his pants and expose himself to a bunch of children, and it would get him
what the fuck
turned into a sex offender.
Yeah, and he's talking to you like David Copperfield, like real, and then I'm going to attempt to do this trick, and if it doesn't, it'll expose, a machine will come down, pull the string, which will then pull this zipper down, which will then drop my pants in front of this crowd of school children. Like pans over to a bunch of school children sitting down. And then it's like, not only that, there's an officer waiting right here to arrest me.
Oh my God.
Yeah,
it's pretty great.
Yeah,
his bit, he commits.
Yeah, and this is the ultimate, because now he's working with an insane budget. So the episodes, the first one starts with him explaining to the guy they're going to help that he's been practicing the conversation that he's having with him right now, because like the guy, he was like, all right, remember when you had some building inspectors come in? And the guy's like, yeah. He's like, all right, they were my team. I had them 3D scan your entire house, and then we built the replica. And I've been working with an actor that was pretending to be you this whole time.
Jesus Christ.
It's amazing. It's the rehearsal on HBO. I cannot recommend it enough. I love it.
Because I do. He's got some off the wall shit, but I do enjoy his bits.
I also love the episode of Nathan For You when he's helping like this failing antique store, and it's in a college town. So his plan is to be open late at night, and then he tricks drunk college kids to put on like one of those inflatable sumo suits and come into the antique store and walk through the incredibly narrow aisles, and then they have to pay for anything they break.
Oh my god.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
That is dastardly.
Excellent business acumen is what I think you meant to say.
Yeah.
Oh my god. That's fucking ridiculous. Right,
Yeah,
well, I gotta
Nathan
watch
For
that.
You is also on HBO Max, so after you watch the rehearsal, watch that.
Yeah, while they still have stuff, I guess.
Yeah.
That's such
I'm
a
hoping
weird
that
story.
the rehearsal makes it through because it's technically a reality show. It's unscripted content, I guess.
Right.
So I think it could make the cut.
Real weird choices being made over there at that billion-dollar
They
company.
have like the best streaming site. So
Yeah.
if they really go through this plan to merge it with Discovery Plus and whatever and get rid of all their original content, it's like, well, congratulations. You had the best thing on the market and you fucked it up.
Nonsense. Whew, got anything worth talking about, Mahoney? You didn't do anything at all last week. So
No,
I don't know
nothing
what you
happened
would have
here
to talk
last
about.
week.
Nothing happened.
I did, since we last spoke about it, learn that the Kardashians / Jenners have responded to the conspiracy theory that Kris Jenner is behind the Taylor Swift thing on the internet, and are like, that is ridiculous. Of course we would never do anything like that, which is exactly what you would say if you were doing exactly that. So I consider that to be all the evidence you need.
Confirmed.
Like, if I was doing that and one of you was like, are you doing this? I'd be like, of course I'm not. What a ridiculous thing to suggest. Of course not.
No, I did not send you a potato.
Yeah, exactly.
Consider this conspiracy confirmed. That'd make it fact, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, when the conspiracy's wrong, you call it busted.
Ooh.
Can't say busted in it.
Conspiracy busters.
Busted,
Can't call
busted,
them
busted,
busters.
busted.
It makes me feel good. All right. Let's take a break.
All right.
I need to lay down for a second.
So, from since we're doing Toy Story 2 tonight, from Popcast 593, Adult Toy Story 1, we start out the game, but quickly devolves into talk about abusing disabled people.
What?
Well, this is very fitting.
All right. Let's see how this works out. I'm going to listen very closely. We'll be back in a little while. Love you. Bye.
Enjoy the refreshing taste of an ice-cold Popcast classic.
So this is going to be real fucking stupid, and I'm very excited about it. This stems out of Mahoney's hypothetical last week about whether or not we would eat a 2-inch tall man.
Oh, yeah. That should have been the classic fuck.
It's funny. I was trying to explain the topic tonight, and I was like, okay, so for some reason we were talking about a tiny man. I don't remember why.
And so then it became, I remember who was like, what would you do if you were 2-inch man, but here we are. This is what's happening. This is what's going on. And so, of course, fuck it all. There are no rules. So, it became, maybe you're a 4-inch tall man. Fuck it. Maybe you're a 6-inch tall man. Who knows? But you're living in toys. You're living in toys and driving around in toys and shit. And so I thought about this for kind of a long time. And for most of the time, I was like leaning towards, okay, cool. Maybe I'll do, okay, if I'm a 4-inch tall man, then I'm gonna fuck around with Fortnite stuff, because like all those vehicles are dope. The little Fortnite 4-inch vehicles are dope, and you can they have all those little like the wall pieces, so you can build yourself whatever house you wanted to, and there's even like a clock tower and shit. Have like a little village. Yeah, that's what I'll do. I'll be a 4-inch tall Fortnite man. Because he actually has a bunch of that shit, and it's cool. He's got a helicopter and the trucks and the cars and
battle bus. He got the battle bus.
He got the battle bus, all that stuff. I'm like, fuck, I could take some of the seats out of the back of the battle bus and just fucking sleep in there too. Like, make a whole thing out of it.
This whole section of TikTok about that.
Yeah, I mean, I knew a guy who used to live in a bus back before it was cool. His name was Wildman. He was a biker, and he was deaf.
Oh.
Yeah, that's right.
Wildman, the deaf bus man.
He
Wild
sounds
Man,
like
the
the
deaf
one who
biker.
made it cool.
Yeah, and this is back, he just hang out with my dad and all of his biker buddies, and whenever they wanted to be assholes, they would just pull their beards down over their mouths so he couldn't read their lips.
Oh. All right, we had a deaf kid in high school who was a dickhead. Because here's the deal: just because you're deaf does not mean you're not a
an
dickhead.
asshole. Yeah,
right?
Just like
you can be deaf and also an asshole.
Just because you have cancer doesn't make you not an asshole.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. And so sometimes when I would talk to him, I would move my lips so much, and you just had no idea what I was saying. But it's because he was a dickhead. Like, he was an asshole.
Yeah, we had a blind asshole at school, and he would like wreck your fucking ankles with the cane in the hallway. Like, he did that shit on purpose. Like, come on, man. Like, we're all trying to give you a wide berth, and that you're just being an asshole.
You talking like a walker cane or like a blind person slapping
like a blind
a
person cane? Yeah, like one of those guys. Yeah.
You pick him up and put him in a garbage can?
Well, no, I wasn't a monster.
No.
Nothing quenches your thirst quite like a Popcast classic.
Should have picked him up and put him in a garbage can.
That deaf kid was such an asshole.
Lee's literally on the floor.
I'm back now. Had to roll on my little foam roller and crack my back out. Then I got stuck for a second.
Nice.
Because, I'm old now. But I'm back. It's cool. Okay. Whew. That wasn't as bad as I thought it was going to be. I forgot telling that story, but it's not so bad. It's okay. All right.
I loved that it started out with us trying to eat a 2-inch tall man.
And now, this is a similar concept. Before we get started, hit my music, Jason.
Pop topic.
Okay. While similar, it's not quite the same. So, today we're talking about you are in an actual Toy Story situation. So, you live in a bedroom or a playroom or something. You're a kid's toy, and so you have with that everything that comes along with that. So the idea is, in this Toy Story world, what toy line would you prefer to be a part of, given the context of that situation? So I'm still kind of formulating mine. I got a couple things I haven't nailed down a winner yet, so I'm not gonna go first to see what's happening, see what everybody else got to say. But kick us off, Jason Eyes. Who you going to be and why? Well, what line are you going to be, I should say?
I didn't narrow this down until just before showtime. Obviously I could go for Ninja Turtles. A lot of vehicles, a lot of play sets. I did choose the Technodrome as both my home and my vehicle in Toy Story 1. Adult Toy Story 1, sorry. Don't sue us, Disney. I also thought about being a food fighter because I did love the food fighters. They didn't have much as far as play sets, but they did have that carton of eggs that they rode around in.
Yeah.
And I just feel like the Food Fighters figures most accurately represent my body type and my interests. So
I saw in the wild at a used toy store the other day some fucking carded Barnyard Commandos, and I was like, "What?
Wild.
Like, I can't believe this exists in the world."
I love all those non-Ninja Turtles Playmates Ninja Turtle ripoffs, which I would qualify those as
100%, yeah.
So
Just because it's successful, so let's do one, yeah.
But then coming down to the meat of it, I'm thinking I need maximum other figures to fucking chill with, at least in the same scale. I could also hang out with Woody and Buzz and whatever, but I also want to maximize playset and vehicles. So, I mean, it's cliche, but I'm going to go with vintage Star Wars. But with the caveat that I also get the current vintage scale Star Wars / vintage collection. And they got the retro figures too. Just because
beat me up, Scotty.
that scale, there's just so many options, so many vehicles, so many play sets. They got the Death Star, they got the Ewok play set, they got fucking Jabba's throne, the Rancor. Come on.
I think that's an excellent choice.
That's an excellent choice.
Yeah.
And I mean, they already got a vintage Star Wars figure that kind of resembles me.
Oh, see, there's your HasLab right there. Or your selfie series, I should say.
Oh, fuck yeah. Rancor Keeper selfie series?
Yeah. Fuck yeah. That's the way to go.
Or I would also put my head on a Gamorrean guard body, which could also double as a Friar Tuck.
Allegedly. That would be cool though. Like if they did give you the Gamorrean guard, and so they took your fucking face scan or whatever and made it green and shit to match. Oh, that'd be
yeah.
Give you like the tusks and shit.
That'd be fucking cool.
Well, it
That'll
seems
be
like
the next evolution of
but
it.
yeah, the Mach 1 seems to have a good amount of options as far as heads and body choices, but not a whole lot of diversity in body choices.
No toes.
Yeah, where them toes
that's the
at?
problem. Need them toes. All right, Jose, what you got?
I am pulling a wild card.
You don't say.
Yeah. I want to be
It's
able
like Stretch Armstrong
to enjoy this big old world we're in now while still not being completely undersized and afraid of this world.
Oh, so you're going to be a sex doll. Jose's going to be a real doll, just hanging out in Andy's bedroom.
Oh my god.
Oh my god.
dripping,
You fucking
just
Fuck.
sticky and stained.
Dripping.
could you imagine waking up after that? They get ready, they go to work, and you're like, ugh.
All the other toys are like, I'm so sorry.
You don't even know. I'm gonna go with the Hot Toys line.
Oh my goodness.
Ooh,
The Hot
that's
Toys scale.
excellent.
Because like watching a regular size TV would be like going to the movie theater, where it's not. You know what I mean? Like you could still fuck with enough in the regular world.
Fucking now I'm just imagining all the accessories that would come with a Hot Toys Jose.
Oh my god.
Make it worth that $200 price tag, know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
And you want to talk about chill with people on my scale? There's all like Hot Toys has all kinds of lines. So like,
Yeah,
with
but
fucking director Krennic.
but also,
yeah.
it's
Captain
more
Phasma,
likely
all
a kid's
involved.
gonna have a whole bunch of Star Wars toys than a whole bunch of Hot
Well,
Toys.
that's fine. Yeah, but I lord over them now. So when I show
he's
up,
the one. He's the one fancy toy that his grandma got him for Christmas that one year, and all the other toys just resent the fuck out of him.
Yeah. But he's kept in a detolf, doesn't get to socialize with the other toys.
yeah, but every night I break out and bring them all whiskey and weed.
That's not bad.
Because I would be able to pick up a bottle of whiskey, and I'd be
Yeah,
able
you've got
to
good
grab
size. Yeah, you got good size hands. You can open the door and shit
Fucking
like that.
what?
Yeah.
You think a hot toy could pick up a bottle of whiskey?
I mean, it depends on the size, and it depends on my character, because I'd have his powers, right?
Well, your character's
so
you,
no,
right?
Yeah.
It's me, but like,
I don't think you get the powers.
no, come on now.
In Toy Story, you don't get the powers. Buzz Lightyear literally
Buzz Lightyear
cannot
can
fly.
Yeah.
There's a very famous scene where he can't
You're
fly.
harshing my mellow, man.
That's
Okay.
what
What
your
hot
toy
toy are you
does
even
when you
being?
pull the
You're
string on the
yourself.
back.
Well, you're hot toy you. What superpowers do you have?
Fucking able to pick up whiskey bottles.
Yeah,
Well, there's like
that's
Exhibit
that's
A,
Jose's
me picking up this whiskey bottle.
But you know,
That's Jose's kung fu grip.
it would just a thimble of whiskey.
I'm just saying. If I was a hot toy, I'd be able to come to the party with whiskey and weed easier than I would being like old school GI Joe.
Yes, you could definitely roll a bunch of Hot Toys sized joints and get all of your GI Joes high.
Yeah, like without using a whole lot. So like,
Right.
everyone's gonna be happy forever.
you get a bottle of Jameson, and the whole fucking room is set for 10 years.
Yeah, the minis. What about
Until Andy's
those-
mom finds the bottle and kicks the shit out of him.
Yeah.
Mom,
You
that's not
smoking my
mine.
weed?
It's the
not my
toy.
weed.
It's
Yeah.
the toy.
It's fucking.
Oh, God.
It's that Hot Toys weed.
Solid.
Every time I turn him, his eyeballs look at me, and they're always red.
All right, what you got, Kelly?
So I think I would want to be a Lego man
Mm-hmm.
Ooh.
That's an
because
excellent
I've seen the Lego movie and things in that
Whatever the
seem
fuck
pretty
you
good.
want. Yeah. That's
Yeah,
pretty
build whatever I want, hang out with so many
Everyone.
different media properties.
cool. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Go hang out with Batman and Spider-Man at the same time because why not?
I miss my parents.
I miss my parents.
Imagine listening to Batman and Spider-Man sit around talking about their dead relatives.
That'd be an
that's
interesting
pretty
time.
Yeah. Until
Yeah, that's why I picked them for my live-in situation, but I didn't even consider it for this. But fucking, you're right.
Yeah,
The
just think
only
of all the
problem
adventures
with
you could
that-
have.
Yeah, there's the adventures, but there's also like at any given day,
No one's
your
really
entire
that
community.
hot. Oh,
No one's really that hot, but also your entire community could be just fucking destroyed in an instant.
Well, I mean, that's
kinda
with
just
us
life.
right now. Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
That's what I'm
I
saying.
think
Yeah.
pretty much
Well,
fine.
Too many
Well,
damn
that's kinda-
sister-in-laws.
any of these toys at any moment can be picked up by a dog or pissed
Yeah.
on.
Well, I had to
By a
just
drunk uncle.
put a whole bunch of shit up because the dog wagged his tail and knocked a bunch of shit over me today, and
yeah, and any
I
day
just
Nancy
saw that-
Pelosi could start World War III. So
that's true. That's true. Just for the fuck of it.
yeah,
Just like, no, I want to go to Taiwan. Miss
you
Pelosi,
see-
can you point to it on a map?
She went to the
Fuck.
beach. She went viral on TikTok for walking around in a bikini top.
I mean,
Ew.
she's got some sloppers
But
on
I say
her.
she got some big grandma sloppers.
That
Yeah,
is
that's-
what
no.
TikTok has shared. Yes.
I don't like
Yeah,
that.
yeah.
That's what TikTok's
I believe
best
it.
known for, grandma sloppers. Big old toppers.
So if you ever wanted to see Nancy Pelosi's giant grandma sloppers,
I'm good.
you know what you're getting after this show.
Oh god damn it!
You'll be good after you check out these.
I'm gonna get a cameo of her telling you sorry to hear about your cat.
Oh, goddamn. That's great. All right. What you got, Mahoney?
So I was gonna go with like a Barbie, like with the same kind of logic that Jose had of like I want to be like a larger style thing, but like still have a bunch of houses and cars and all sorts of stuff like that. But I think
And
Hot
think of
Toys
all
was,
the chicks you could bang.
Hot Toys was the even better option for that. So now I was thinking about it, and I was like, fuck it, let's be Lightning McQueen. Let's just be a car.
That's a journey. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Why a Lightning McQueen?
Because
and like the Matchbox size.
Exactly.
Okay.
Exactly. So if I'm not gonna be a like larger size, close to realistic type toy, then make me a fucking car and let me zoom around this place. You know?
Yeah. Yeah. And
Fuck your mom, shit lips.
You got loops.
Yeah, you got loops and tracks and shit. Yeah. All right.
I got like you want to talk about cool houses to live in? You've seen a Hot Wheels garage?
Yeah. Yeah, I never would have considered that, but you are exactly right.
Just hope you don't get eaten by a dog and shit it out.
I hope that every day of my life.
But I guess all the toys have that same fear.
Yeah. I'll tell you what, if I, as Lightning McQueen, get eaten by a dog and shit it out, it's going to go a lot quicker and easier than you, as Hot Toys Jose, getting eaten by a dog and shit it out.
Yeah, it's going to suck.
And the story you could tell when you got out.
I'm coming out in one piece. Maybe a little nod on. You're coming out in bits.
Oh, God.
Unless he just swallowed me whole. Just took me in. Just giraffe necked me.
Yeah.
It's getting hot
in the Super Pets movie, Crypto gets tricked into eating a piece of kryptonite, and that's why he can't say Superman by himself, right? And he's explaining this to the newly powered Super Pets, and Ace, who's Kevin Hart, he's like, "Oh yeah, that happened to me one time when I ate a toy dinosaur, and if that logic remains true, you got about 2 days until you got to pass that sucker out, unless it's a Stegosaurus, in which case you just got to prey on it."
Oh my God. I mean, he's not wrong.
The Super Pets movie is fun, you guys. Like, it's worth seeing. Like, it's a good time. All right. So, I had kind of been leaning towards the Ninja Turtles, and I think that's where I'm at, because it doesn't really matter. That's the thing. It doesn't really matter which version it is, because you're gonna have vehicles and fucking play like even the rise of the TMT line, right? Say what you will about the show or the style or whatever, the toys rocked. Like, Jax had all the turtles from that, and that sewer layer playset is even more impressive than the 2012 sewer layer playset. Like, it's a lot of cool shit, and you get to hang out with the turtles. The turtles are your buddies. You can you're still comparable enough to be able to go hang out with the Joes or the fucking superheroes, everyone else you got around or whatever. But you got a nice, stable home base. You can fucking, skateboard on Mahoney, right? Lightning McQueen. You guys can have some fucking adventures together. Like, I think it would work.
Heck yeah.
And I think, they do have some interesting body types in that. I could be the fucking pig guy. You know what I'm saying? Like, it would all work out okay. It works out. So yeah, I'm gonna go Ninja Turtles of any iteration, so I feel like they're equally viable options regardless.
The pig guy.
Yeah, there was a villain I think in the last show who was like a pig dude.
You don't have to be the pig guy.
Bebop?
No, different guy. He was like a
Rocksteady.
Fuck. Who? No, God damn it, no. Look, I know Bebop and Rocksteady.
Shredder.
Foot soldier.
Shredder's not a pig. He's just Japanese.
This is Rupert Swaggart.
Toka?
Who they call him? His mutant name was Meat Sweats. So that.
Oh yes,
right.
Meat Sweats. I remember Meat Sweats.
Yeah.
I think it could be a Toka.
No shit.
Toka that joint.
Meat Sweat.
Heyo.
Meat Sweats, voiced by Johnny Rotten in that show.
Oh.
Who would have fucking guessed? I thought Johnny Rotten was dead.
He might be.
No,
I feel like he might be now.
Yeah.
I think
No, because he went MAGA.
Did he?
Yeah.
What?
he's
Yes.
alive as fuck.
That's weird.
He said something about MAGA is like the true punk rock.
Oof.
Oh, okay.
Oh, I think
well,
it's
then he's
the
got
exact
CTE
opposite.
or something. Yeah.
Yeah, right. Yeah, that might be all them drugs talking, buddy, because that's subjectively not true.
Yeah. He's about to kill people like Aaron Hernandez. Like.
Yeah. It's ridiculous. You either die punk rock or you live long enough to see yourself become the villain.
The MAGA.
I was telling my daughter the other day about what a bunch of dipshits her and her friends are because they don't have punk rock.
They don't have rock.
They really don't. No, yeah.
All they got is 15-second clips on TikTok. They got Doja Cat, Lee. That's all they need.
She's punk rock.
And she likes a bunch of that, like, her shit's all mellow and whatever. But it's fine.
Some of that lo-fi hip hop to study by.
Shit kind of like that, yeah. She likes that stuff. But she's also, dipping her toes in some other shit, too, which I appreciate and respect. But I'm not like, I like what I fucking like. That's ridiculous. No one does. No one should do that. But every once in a while, she'd be like, yeah, okay, Dad, you know what? This song doesn't suck. And I'm like, thanks. That's all I need. Mild validation from the youth.
She likes Zeppelin.
She likes Metallica now, thanks to Stranger Things. That helps out a lot.
I heard it first 30 years ago.
Hey, however you get there, I guess, right? On some things.
Yeah. It's all good. Whew. I'm tired, y'all. Fucking this show wore me out.
We haven't even talked about our weeks yet.
Oh, we got about as much week as we're gonna get. Fucking nonsense.
Make me weak in the knees.
You got him.
Tell us about
yeah?
your knees.
Oh yeah.
Oh my god!
I did this really cool thing now lately where when I come upstairs, I can just hear my knees grinding in my ears. That's pretty cool.
That doesn't.
That's a really cool thing to happen as you get older. Like, oh, awesome.
We've been going over to Jose's house to go swimming a lot lately, and man, there's nothing like just being weightless and not having any pressure on any of your joints. It's so cool. But then you have to get out eventually, and it's like fucking gravity feels like it's 10 times stronger.
The cold, cruel touch of gravity.
Yeah. What's up, Jose? You learned to swim yet?
I can swim.
Your mom teach you how to swim? Teach you how to float?
I sink. I just sink to the bottom. Like a brick.
All right.
Wow.
Okay.
Do you really?
Yes. Like I could swim from one end of the pool to the other, but if I stop, I'll die.
Well, I mean, I don't think that's special, Jose. I think that's everyone.
I didn't.
So you can't what is it? You can't tread water. That's what it's called, I think.
I try to tread water, and I end up with the water above my head, and then I panic, and then I almost drowned when I was younger.
Yikes!
It was weird.
Well, come to my pool. It's 3 feet deep everywhere, so you don't have to drown.
Well, yeah. I mean, this pool only goes up to the
titties.
It's like 6 feet, and it's deepest. But that's for like a foot of the pool, because like right at the tip of 6, it starts going like kind of back to. His
mom said he can't go to that side of the pool.
At least not while anyone's not home.
Our pool's about, I think, 4 feet deep at the deepest, and my dad was over. We were outside working on something or whatever, and we were about to go on vacation. He was like, and I said, and he was staying over to take care of Buster one night before the vet could take him. And I'm like, hey, when you hear fucking, you hop in the pool, whatever. And he kind of looks at me for a second, and
he was like,
down
you just told me to hop.
Well, he gets down on his knees and he goes, and he's like, yeah, nope, my head's nowhere near the top. Not doing that. No, thank you. He's like, not doing that. Fucking wild. All right, let's land this fucking bird, because I am tired now.
12 o'clock on the dot.
Jose's story. I want to hear Jose's story, and you guys can't hear it. So we're going to call the show. So, Join us next week.
You guys may have heard it, so
Definitely.
but I definitely didn't say it on air.
It's possible. I don't know. But we'll find out in a minute. Join us next week at 10 p.m. Eastern, 9 p.m. Central at youtube.com/panelsonpages for Jason Nyes, Jose Guzman, Kelly Harris, and our good buddy Mahoney. I am the Lord Reverend Lee Rodriguez. We'll talk to you guys next week. Night. Love ya. Bye-bye.
You fucking Google ass bitch.
Fucking Google something.
Holy shit. You fucking Google ass bitch.
I didn't want to say it.
What are you, some kind of bitch?
Whoa.
You fucking
Google ass bitch. Why you keep bugging us, you two?
You fucking Google ass bitch. That's it. Show.